Mitsubishi Naoto.
Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today it's live second-round coverage of the Tiburon Championship. This is Rich Lerner alongside my colleague Frank Novelo for EA Sports, calling all the action for today's event. We are here at Wolf Creek Golf Club. It's located in Mesquite, Nevada. Frank, if I didn't know that it was Mesquite, Nevada, I think we landed on the moon and they built the golf course here. This is just mind-boggling.
Yeah, 100 years ago, you couldn't build a golf course like this here. Obviously, all the equipment needed, but in the end, it's wonderful. It's an absolute playground for anyone that sort of loves to play the game. It is desert golf, obviously because of the terrain, but the green oasis that cuts in between is each hole. It just sort of gives you a totally different experience because you keep having to remind yourself you are smack bang in the middle of the desert.
That is just a beautiful shot. Second from an excellent lie. Good swing, good shot yet again. And a chance for eagle after that perfectly played shot. Locked in on the read and the speed. Oh man, you can't miss him from that distance. Not a gimme, but well within his range.
Rich, that just adds insult to injury to the rest of the field. Another birdie, and the gap even wider.
A sensational performance. Frank, there's so many impressive holes here at Wolf Creek, but the second really stands out.
Yeah, that tee box, is it 9 stories high? It's hard to imagine you can tee up that high, and obviously trying to judge distance is one thing, but also just the visual that you get.
Uh-oh, this one's going left, Frank. You have to think he'll be happy with that, given that it looked like it was headed right for the rough.
Yeah, it looked like that was the only place it was going to finish, but, well, it's a little bit unexplainable. Let's see what he does from here now. Lucky break.
Nice play right there. That's in pretty close. Frank, this would be a nice way to jumpstart the round.
Yeah, his momentum can quickly go in the right direction if he makes this.
How about this? Birdies at 1 and 2. We could be in for something pretty special today. Frank, 227 yards from the back tee here at the par 3 third. This is all you want.
Oh, that's for sure. Plays a little longer than that too by virtue of playing uphill. Thin air might negate some of that. There's going to be a good shot just to keep the ball on the green. One of the smaller greens here.
Had a birdie here yesterday in their close. Great opportunity for another one. He really likes this hole. Made birdie yesterday. Can he do it again today? You have to make those from that distance. That hurts. So has the par. Moving on to the next hole in the lead, Frank is very much intact. Here at the fourth, 383 yards from the back tee. It's a dogleg right, but Frank, looking at all of those bunkers, you could really make a mess of this hole if you stray.
You can. That's why you've got to simplify it. Just something there that's going to find the fairway. Even like 3-wood and a wedge, that's really all this hole's going to require. Avoid the canyons on the left and in the desert, as well as just, I don't know how many bunkers there is on the right side. So a little bit of fairway up the left, find that there, and really, you should be looking at a birdie putt.
Good chance to make birdie here, Frank, as we get set for the approach here at the fourth hole.
The fourth green, as you can see, is set in a little bit of a bowl with that backdrop behind it. Really the biggest problem is if you come up short that false front, it does feed off the right and the left side there. So shot not quite hit as well as you would like, can still kick towards the flag.
Terrific golf shot. And now that for an easy birdie. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Good job right there. Now making a move and setting himself up for, who knows, a good weekend run, maybe at another title. The former college standout has been excellent today. That's an absolute tracer right there. In the fairway and well over 320 yards. Frank, on an uphill shot like this one, did you do anything differently in terms of your setup over the ball?
Yeah, I made sure the ball wasn't too far forward, because on an uphill shot, there's always a struggle to get all your weight going forward. This looks like it's heading for the bunker. Lucky devil. That was going in the bunker all the way.
This would give him an eagle on the card. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Here at the sixth, 447-yard par 4. Pretty good hole, Frank.
Yeah, probably a layup hole, too, for the longer hitters. Something out there around the 280, 290-yard mark to make sure you don't go it in the stream. Obviously, it's a dogleg right, as you can see. The canyon on both sides is sort of well-defined, so you know where not to go. Second shot plays a little bit back up the hill to a green, once again, that's anything other than flat. It's fun. You've got to make sure you get that ball on the right tier if you want to have a birdie putt here.
Frank, as we get set for this approach, what does our featured player need to do to regain some of that early round magic?
First, a bit of advice, really. Take a deep breath. Make sure all those bad thoughts get out of your mind. After that hot start, we all know they can play better than this, but they need to relax first of all and then let their game take over again.
This hole really sets up well for the player. Birdie yesterday and a chance for another one today. Birdie here yesterday. This putt again for birdie. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Now on to the par 4 7th hole. Is this a reachable par 4, Frank?
Distance-wise, you would think so, but the designer has done something to avoid that, and that's put all this water in front of the green. It would take a mammoth tee shot, and that's something like 300 yards through the air if you're going to try and even drive this green. Is the risk worth it? Well, if you're just playing with your friends, maybe it is. Otherwise, you just lay it up, just past those those bunkers on the right and the left. Get it down there on the flat. A little pitch you would think is simple, but because of the slope of this fairway, chances are you might not get a flat lie, and that's going to make that second shot that much harder.
Should be pretty good right there, on the safe side. This has been a tee to green clinic. Absolutely perfect. Everything coming off the center of the club face and everything in regulation. Shouldn't be a problem here. Frank, this game will drive you crazy.
Yeah, you can do so many things right, and then just something so simple, completely wrong.
Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. And that's in for a par. Frank, the 8th here at Wolf Creek in Mesquite, Nevada is really the signature par 3, isn't it?
I'd go so far, Rich, to say this is a great par 3. Doesn't matter where it was played. The stream that sort of comes all the way down there and surrounds the left side of this green makes this hole really daunting. Logic would say if you're going to miss this green, obviously you'd miss it to the right, but it's just a beautiful hole. And then you put the fact that the canyon frames the whole hole itself. It's beautiful.
Great effort right there, and a great chance to knock in that short putt. Could really use this one. It's for birdie. Makes it right in the center. Set to round out the front side here at Wolf Creek with a par 4.
Fun hole for the big hitter, too. They can really take advantage of this. The last fairway bunker down there on the right side is just over 300 yards to get over it. And longer hitters could nearly drive it in the green side bunker on the right. So just tee it up there. You're playing desert golf for a reason. Enjoy it. Just have a little flick in here. And chance, too, to have a little birdie at the end of your front 9.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Chance to close out the front side here with a birdie. Good putt. Just a superb performance on the front side. He's hoping to keep it going here on the back 9, Frank.
The game is so much easier when you're swinging well, putts are going in. Really, you've just got to keep out of your own way.
Frank, this one's going too far left, it looks like.
Yeah, it was fine there for a little while, but if it keeps going left, it's doomed.
Frank, better than we thought it was going to be.
Yeah, that looked like it was headed for that thick stuff the whole way, but a little fortunate. But then I guess you're allowed that in this game.
Well, he's going to have to hit the same club a lot harder or just hit another one.
All right, Eagle.
Swing, good shot yet again.
Ooh, that was close though.
That is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's full melody now.
Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Drops it in for birdie. We're here at the downhill par 3 11th hole. Frank, it's 215 yards from the back tee.
This hole certainly is not for the faint of heart. When you look at that tee shot, you think, oh my God, what do I do from here? But remind yourself, it's 215 yards and really only about 160, 170 yards to green grass again. But it's 215 yards. That should be the club that you're trying to pick. Green's big enough, just persuade yourself. Try not to look at the canyon and the desert. There is a green down there. The hole is playable.
Early part of this second nine, a good approach shot. And now, pretty good chance for birdie. Now this for birdie came away with par in the previous round. Well, that was a good-looking putt, just not falling right now.
Sadly, he's going to be disappointed.
Just 5 feet left. Wow, what a putt. That is huge. Frank, the par 5 12th is another case of a hole where you see that Wolf Creek Golf Club can actually be kind of scary, daunting. When you look out at...
When he goes after it like he is here.
Come on now.
That ball is absolutely scorched. Just
Golf
like
ball.
a seed out
Shut the
there.
Human Torch superhero contested for Marvel and Margot Larson. Let's get that
I know
Marvel.
you like
She flames
boxing.
on
That
also
was heavyweight
the power of the
right there.
cosmos.
Smoked it.
Right where they were aiming, in the fairway. Now the second shot to the par 5. Superb shot.
It's as good as it's going to get. There's going to be no worries about making that one.
Has it. Good putt right there. Now to the par 5 12. Pretty big hole with a really big green.
And a really good blue area to the left called water there. That's to be avoided off this tee, that's for sure. A good drive that avoids all of that. And then the hole is certainly reachable, but as you can see, water creeps in again, back right on this hole. So just don't get too cavalier here. A 5 wouldn't be the worst score. I know you want better, but believe me, seen many a 6s and 7s racked up here at 12.
Frank, it may be obvious you'd rather have a ball sitting up perfectly in these fairways as opposed to the deep rough off to the left or right. But how is a player able to take advantage when he has that good lie?
Well, anything better than that would be sitting on a tee. That is a perfect lie. It almost guarantees good contact.
Good looking shot right here. Well, that's how you play the game right there. Knock it on the green and give yourself a good look at birdie. Birdie try again here today.
A little bit more hope than determination in that putt.
Wow, he got robbed, Frank.
No, it's like kissing your mother-in-law.
That's a bogey, but still in the lead.
we start to see shots in hand really valuable.
14th hole here at Wolf Creek. Time to pull out the driver and as well the phone because you want to take some pictures here.
Yeah.
What a spectacular view.
Stunning. You can see a whole panoramic sort of 360 degrees right around this golf course. Then when you flick back and actually look at the 14th hole, there's 6 bunkers, 3 really in play with the tee shot, as you can see, the other 3 just up by the green. Anything to the right of those is preferred, unless you want to be playing your second shot out of the canyon or the bunkers. Green should be fairly receptive, and 3 distinct portions, which is sort of a common trait here at Wolf Creek. That's sort of 3 different tier levels in that. But let's see, birdies are to be made at Wolf Creek, maybe even one here.
We knew it right away. Picked up the tee, didn't even look at it. We can see it. It's fit right down the middle of the fairway. The approach here at 14, what do you like, Frank?
Well, it's a dogleg right to left, and the green is also shaped that way, Rich, so it suits a draw off the tee, and it's going to suit a draw coming in. And that draw you're going to get by virtue of the fairway that slopes from right to left, which encourages that shape of shot. And you should be able to use the natural contours of this green. You work it out, you're going to be rewarded.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
Birdie putt coming up. The par on this hole yesterday. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Now to the short par 3 15th hole here at Wolf Creek. What is this, Frank? Just a wedge or a 9-iron?
That's all, Rich, but it's very tempting to get greedy here. And, well, you pay the price, obviously, if you miss the green on the left down on those bunkers because they're, well, a good 6-7 feet below the level of the green. But with a wedge or a 9-iron, who doesn't go aiming at the flag?
Really in control of this hole. Birdie yesterday and another opportunity on the way. And getting ready for the putt. Not very happy with that one. Well, considering the lead that he has on the rest of the field, a par is all you need. Now to the 16th hole, and Frank, another good scoring chance.
If you can avoid the confusion off the tee, it looks like the hole might be a dogleg, then is it a carry? It meanders from one way to the other, but really when you actually break the hole down, it's virtually straight ahead. Those 2 bunkers in the driving distance, they frame the hole nicely, so play it as a straightaway par 4. It should set up beautifully for just a little short iron and perhaps a birdie opportunity.
Frank, this is a way to make golf easy when you can hit it that deep.
Oh, I'm going to say, I know that first number's a 3. I'm guessing the second one's a 2. Let's call it 320.
Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. Well, that's how you play the game, right there. Trying to make yet another birdie. Good job right there. Now making a move and setting himself up for, who knows, a good weekend run, maybe at another title. The former college standout has been excellent today.
Take a picture of me. Come on now. Golf ball. Shout out to Human Torch and also my girl Brie Larson that's got the March Flames on too with the power of the cosmos.
That's a
I want to save it for
ginormous
the ball.
tee shot.
Golf ball hit the fairway.
You need to catch this
And I
solid
did. That was fresh.
90 yards
Perfect
away.
execution by me.
Frank,
All right,
what
let's keep
has
it going,
stood out
keep
for
going.
you watching this player into these wins?
A lot of smart decisions. Not trying to fight the wind, using it, and really just a lot of good strikes, one after the other.
This could be a good one. Excellent shot to within 10 feet. Settles in over the putt. Oh, that hurts. So the eagle goes begging. He still has this for birdie. Just a couple of feet. Frank, this is a player in full flight right now.
It looks too easy right now.
Finishing hole here at Wolf Creek is only 307 yards. Frank, where's the trouble here?
Short and to the right of this par 4. Really, there's a multitude of options off this tee. You could hit an iron, you could hit a fairway wood. Even some might try and hit a driver, but you know, that's a little too risky. There's too many problems up ahead if you try and take this hole on. Really a short club off the tee, leaving yourself some area of 170 yards, and you're going to be putting for birdie more often than not.
The green is up above, and this will play at least a club longer. Should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. Had a birdie here yesterday in their close. Great opportunity for another one. This for another birdie on this hole on the week. Good try, just didn't quite read the break, Frank.
It shouldn't be a problem, you'd think, cleaning up here for par.
Nothing wrong with that par putt.
Well, Rich, 2 rounds in the books, and it's easy to see why the leaders are on top of that leaderboard.
Excellent performance, but still a long ways to go in this tournament.
All right, CBC Naruto. Over and out. And also today is February 28th, 2020. Shout out to my girl Kefla coming on Dragon Ball FighterZ today. And alright, it's time to wrap this. Alright. And she's perfect and is perfect, and she is going to be amazing, exciting, and pretty fresh, and she already is, and I already am and is excited to be fighting with her, just playing with her, and my favorite character in the Dragon Ball universe, Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Super, is Goten. He has Gotenks with the fusion dance, and Kefla has the fusion earrings, and it's perfect and fun fighting with both of them at the same time. And I'm perfect. Goten is perfect, Kefla is perfect, and I am also perfect. So it's just perfect, and I wanted to acknowledge that. And on February 9th, and on February 9th, 2020, my girl Kefla was announced that she is going to be added on Dragon Ball Fighter Z today, and that is February 28th, 2020, and she is, and she was, and I'm very just because that. And also shout out to my birthday month of February and February 2020. My birthday was on February 4th, 2020. My birthday was on February 4th, 2020, and that was 24 days ago. Like Kobe Bryant's second number one in the NBA. It's amazing. Shout out to that. Alright, yes, that's amazing. Shout out to that. And also, yeah, it's over 22 days. The 23 age. That's pretty fresh too. 22, 23, and then 24 days ago. 22, 23, 24 is amazing. And yeah. Also, speaking of added catches on the video games, that's also get Sora from Kingdom Hearts 3 and the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. It's necessary. It's time. It's been time. You should have done that like 10 years ago, like a decade ago. So it's overdue at this point, but it's still necessary. Let's do it. Let's get it done. I want them on there. Let's get it. Let's go. And we're going to get them on there. Just like we got my girl Kefla on Dragon Ball Fighter Z. We are going to get Sora from Kingdom Hearts 3 on the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And I'm going to get them on there. Just like I got my girl Kefla on the Dragon Ball Fighter Z. I am going to get Sora from Kingdom Hearts 3 on the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Let's get it. Let's go. And with all that being said, I just want to acknowledge all that. SBT Naruto. Over and out. Oh yes, and also shout out to tomorrow being February 29th, 2020. It's a leap year this year, 2020, and so February has another day, which is 29th. This day would usually be the last day of the year. I mean, last day of the month of February 28th. But like I said, this year's leap year, so that's pretty fresh. February 29th is going to be the last day, which is in one day, and it is tomorrow. So, shout out to that. Alright, CBT Naruto. I don't want to say Naruto. It's pretty amazing. That's perfect. Alright, CBT Naruto over and out.